Carla, you're
Thank
up.
you, Bob.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Juliet Mitchell is a certified etiquette trainer and business coach who serves clients of all ages, all walks of life, and all settings. Please welcome Miss J, the life etiquette expert.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. Thank you so much, Carla.
Oh, it's so great to talk to you face to face.
Yes,
And what you're doing is so important in general. And then, of course, now what's going on in our world as things are evolving, as we have discussed. Tell us a little bit about some of your services for those who maybe don't understand what you do.
all right. Well, from the handshake to the dining table, we teach people how to be in any situation. I call it life etiquette because for everything we do in life, there is an appropriate way to do it, a manner or behavior, and also a principle of treating people with respect, consideration, and civility.
How do you think that's going to evolve and change with what's going on with coronavirus, meaning the handshakes, how we approach people, even hugging clients and colleagues we're close to?
Well, actually, that's what I'm looking at now. So people who know me have been to one of our workshops or actually even seen me on the street because when I meet young people and they shake my hand, I said, hold up, come back. Let me give you a couple of tips. Then I tell them, people pay me for that. You got it for free. So now it's like, what are we going to do? Now, I am a graduate of the Emily Post Business Etiquette Institute. A lot of us over a certain age still know about Emily Post, and the institute is still around. But one of the things we talk about is etiquette is about manner and principle. So the manner may change with the time. We're going to have to come up with something different, how we're going to greet each other, but the principle does not change. And the principle is respecting and acknowledging that person. So we may do something different from the handshake, but we still can make the eye contact. We still can have full body posture. That's changing. So we're going to have to reteach it, especially with our younger kids.
I'm seeing that the few times I have gone out, people they're keeping their distance, but they won't even look at you. And I'm feeling that huge disconnect, and it'll be interesting to see how that does change. I myself was raised by through the Emily Post etiquette. I was taught you don't have to have money to have polish and etiquette. So
That's
this
right.
is so important for all of us. You also talk about some of your seminars that people have been to and supported. Let's share a little bit with our viewers about that as well.
Well, some of the seminars I've done, my focus has been kind of, again, from generation to generation because we're all in here together. And so we have to come up with this way of being together, whether it's in our home, whether it's in the workplace, and whether it's in the community. A great part of my work was at the Cody County Jail. Matter of fact, that is where I perfected my curriculum that I call life etiquette. One of the inmates said one day, he said, Miss Mitchell, you should call this life etiquette. And we talked about it, and I asked him if I could use it, and he said, yes, I could use it. So that's where life etiquette come from. So how do we do this thing called life together that shows respect for ourselves, for others, and the world around us? So for my little princesses, I have a tea party every year for girls 5 to 9 years old as a community give back. And during that session, we talk about introducing yourself, how do you to carry yourself. So that's at that one age. The next group needs something else, and the next group needs something else in a different way. So depending on the audience, we will tweak the seminar, the speaking engagement, or the workshop, depending on what the client wants and the age group in their background.
That sounds so wonderful. And obviously, we were talking a little bit offline yesterday, and just
Mhm.
all of the different ages. And I know you do. All of your services are available to people of all ages, and you have clients of all ages. Let's talk about some of the etiquette you do for youth and young adults.
All right, for young adults especially, and when I classify young adults, that would be like 16 to like the mid 20s. I particularly like the college age group because they're the ones, we call it from the backpack to the briefcase. They're getting ready to go out into the world. So how you conduct yourself in the workplace, how do you balance your social life, your personal life with your work life? And they got this new term now called adulting. I don't think we were taught adulting, but now that I know what adulting is, how do I weave that in so that you take care of yourself, that you acclimate to the workplace, and that you find yourself in a good place for personal growth and development as well as professional growth and development. And I give you a tip that I give young people on the job. Because we're in this flexible work environment and work time, getting to work sometimes can be lackadaisical, but there's still things that must go on time, like the airline. So if you choose a job in that, you're saying that I agree to do this. If I'm a work from home person and can chart my own day, then I agree to create an environment that is still professional, even though I'm at home.
Wonderful. Such wonderful information. If somebody wants to reach out to you to learn more about your services, how do they do that?
Well, they can go through my website, which is www.mannersarememorable.com, all spelled out, because manners are memorable. People remember what we do, what we say, and how we behave. So putting that best foot forward gets us invited to the table. www.mannersarememorable.com.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you, Miss J, the life etiquette expert. We so appreciate you being with us today.
All right. Thank you for having me. And you guys follow the COVID-19 social distancing guidelines. That's what we call good life etiquette.
Thank you. And